Playhouse, and today we're going to be talking about the Ys series. This is one of my favorite video game franchises that dates all the way back to the Sega Master System with Ys, the Vanished Omen. This was a great action RPG for its time, and also as a kid when you didn't have the internet, we used to call this Ys, we just didn't know, but it's pronounced Ys. You play as a hero, Adol Christian. This was the first part of a two-part video game series. I don't know why they split it up into two parts. You have the first one, Ys, the Vanished Omens, and then you also have the second one, Ancient Ys Vanished, the final chapter. So the kingdom of Ys fell under reign of evil, but the goddesses of Ys saved the kingdom from ruin. Their feats were written in 6 magical books and hidden until the time the goddesses would be needed again. 1,000 years later, the time has come. You are Adol, a wanderer and adventurer, set out to defeat an evil sorcerer named Dark Death, who is planning diabolical magic, and the seer Sarah is desperately looking for a swordsman to help her find the vanished 6 books of Ys. If you succeed, you'll have the power to call down the goddesses. Fail, and Dark Death will rule the kingdom under reign of terror forever. They're great games, great RPGs. They made a whole series of the Ys video game franchise, and I'd say the best collection of the original Ys games is Ys Books 1 and 2 Chronicles, which released on PSP, but you can also play it on PC through Steam. I'd say that is the best way to play it. It's got the best graphics and the best music, because they remastered the music a little bit, and it sounds amazing. This is the soundtrack for it. It sounds so beautiful. And if you haven't played the game but you really want to know the story of it, well, they made an anime TV series about it. And guess what I just got in the mail today? Well, I just got the DVD collection and it just came in, so I'm excited to open it. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that right now. Don't need that. Ooh, here it is. So here is, look at that. Okay, this is part 2. This is book 2. And here's book 1. So we got Ys book 1 and book 2. Now I was able to get these off of Amazon. I bought them used. I think I spent $10 on the 2 of these together. I could have bought them brand new, but I would have spent like $50, and I just don't need to spend $50 because you can still watch it online. There is a third part to the anime series. Apparently the first 2 only cover the first game. The third part to the anime series is Ys Castle in the Heavens, and that's currently unavailable. I haven't been able to find it. I'm sure it's out there, but it's pretty hard to get. They also released a Ys Legacy collection, which is just everything together in one collection. However, again, I still haven't found that yet, so I will hunt that down. But it is neat just to have something, some part of this Ys history. So here's the 2 front covers. Here's the backs. I'll show these off up close. And here's the actual DVDs. And it's nice that you actually get flyers inside. It tells you which episodes are going on. And they do have special features on here. It has an episode map, which is some kind of item list, character bios, retro game interface, okay, that's kind of cool, remastered audio, interactive menus, scene access, you know, basic standard stuff on original DVDs. Again, it does have that 90s anime style, so it's not going to be completely up to par with today's standards of anime, but for what it was really good for its time. And it stays really true to the story of the original Ys Books 1 and 2, which is really nice to see. It was really fast-paced and action-packed, but the story did follow really close to the video games, which is really nice for any of us Ys fans that played the video games, and they just want to be able to watch it play out on DVD. And the best part about it is the music. It is so beautiful. They use the music from Ys Books 1 and 2 Chronicles that was released on PSP. This is the actual soundtrack that I have here. And if you open it, you can actually see the characters out in a field under a tree, and here's the CD for it. It's a really fantastic soundtrack. All the Ys games has amazing music. It's such great music. It's got that adventure style, pump you up kind of music, where it's really fast paced and anthem-like. So I really do recommend listening to Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles. The soundtrack for the Chronicles version is the absolute best, really nicely remastered. And if you're looking to play the original Ys games, I recommend playing Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles for PSP. Again, you can download it for Steam. It's the best remake version of the game, and the music again is phenomenal. So it'll be really nice to just sit down and be able to watch this anime over again just at home here. And I gotta hunt down the Castle in the Heavens, the final chapter to this series. And I think in total there's only 11 episodes. There's 4 on the first DVD set, and there's only 3 on the second DVD. And then that would leave 4 for Castle in the Heavens. But again, you can just watch it online if you're really interested at all. It's a good anime show. It does stay true to the original story. He sets off on a quest to save this desperate and plagued land, a land once known as the Great Utopia of Ys. So basically the story of Asteria is an island country that once flourished with great riches and promise, but the hands of evil have taken hold. Monsters now cover the country and torment its people. An unsuspecting adventurer by the name of Adol Christian has been drawn into a great conflict that has beset the island. Adol Christian's quest to uncover the lost books of Ys taken a new turn. The guardians of the sacred books have saved Adol many times and aided his quest. The High Priest Dark fact is very different. Rather than fight the evil forces invading Asteria, the mysterious priest uses his knowledge to control them. It is his treachery that spells doom for the land and spawns Adol's greatest challenge yet. And I do have this art book here that I've been waiting to show off. This has all the artwork from every Ys game that has been released, except for the Ys Lacrimosa of Dana, which is an upcoming game. But this has such fantastic artwork. I mean, it's really beautifully done. Just to see all the characters printed in a book on big pages together is really awesome to see. And I'll do a close-up of everything here so you can actually see the pictures close up. But it's really well printed. This looks like it's a film roll, which is kind of cool how it's like a film going by. And again, it has all the video games throughout the entire series. You have the original Ys, you have Ys 2, Ys 3, Wanderers from Ys, which released on the SNES. That was actually a side-scrolling RPG game. They later remade Ys 3, Wanderers from Ys for the PSP. It was beautifully remastered. The music, they completely remade the music as well. Because the music actually from Wanderers from Ys was really great. However, the remake on Ys Oath and Felghana was such phenomenal music. It really fit the game really well. It was an action-packed RPG, and it had the jumping mechanic, which was really neat. It was really fun to jump in the air and swing your sword around and attack different enemies. That was a really nice mechanic that they added. And it was no longer a traditional side-scrolling RPG. It had kind of a 2.5D, I would say, because there were some parts that were sort of side-scrolling, but there was also other dimensions that you could go into. So it was a really neat idea. It was a really great direction for the Ys series to take. And it's funny because the original Ys games from books 1 and 2, when you would attack an enemy, you would just run into the enemy, and it would just automatically swing the sword, but you would just run into him, but you had to hit him at a certain angle, otherwise you would get hit back. And this was just due to the limited nature of the Sega Master System, but then later games they finally fixed that so you could actually swing your sword around. Oath and Felghana, Adol and his friend Doggy are traveling to Doggy's hometown of Redmont, 3 years after the events of the first 2 games. Upon arriving, they discover that evil happenings are threatening the townspeople, and it's up to you to stop them. So this remake still follows the original plot of Ys 3 on the SNES. They just really remastered it, took the plain side-scrolling action, and really turned it into a 2.5D action-adventure game. Here's some artwork for the Oath and Felghana. It's such beautiful artwork. One of my favorite games. The artistry is really well done in this book. You have Ys Eternal here. That was a great game. Then there's Ys 6, The Ark in Napishtim. That was another great JRPG for the Ys series. They started to take a leap in this series to try to make a somewhat newer style. I don't think it was the most popular, but it's really fun. The Ark in Napishtim again begins as your ship is attacked by a fleet of Roman ships. Forced to sail into an unknown area, then encounter a large storm, as usual. Adol is swept off his vessel while trying to rescue a fellow sailor and washed ashore by the vortex that surrounds the Canaan Islands. He is found unconscious by the nieces of the chieftain of the nearby Rita village, Ola and Isha, who are the daughters of the chief's brother that died when battling with fellow Reda against the Wandering Calamity. It's the stories that are really well in all these games. They tell really engaging stories. That's my favorite part, and the characters. You really start to feel for all these characters. And throughout all the video games, you're always playing as Adol Christian, out on a new adventure. Basically, all the adventures of Ys. Adol is an adventurer that sets sail on a boat, and some kind of storm knocks him off this boat, and he washes up on some new island, and he sets out on a new adventure to figure out what stories will entail on this new mysterious island. Ys Memories of Celceta takes place 1 year after Ys 2 and 1 year before the Oath and Felghana, set in the land of Celceta, also known as the Great Forest of Celceta. The story begins when the series protagonist Adol arrives in the town of Kasnan with amnesia due to unknown reasons, which we know he fell off a boat and washed up on shore. He then meets an information dealer, Duran, who claims to have met him before. Not knowing about his true identity or objectives in Celceta, Duran provides him assistance in searching for his lost memories around Celceta, and thus awakening the adventurer spirit within him, because you're always playing as the great adventurer. Ys Origin, that's another great game. It's a fantastic story of how the world of Ys began. what happened to the land of Ys and where did all the mysteries come from. Ys Origin is basically a dungeon crawl game. However, it's really great because you can play as 3 different characters. There's a lot of story to unfold as you play through the game. You first have 2 characters to choose from and you go throughout the game that way. And if you play throughout those 2 characters, then you unlock the 3rd character. And it just opens up a whole new adventure to the game. Ys Origin is a prequel to the original first 2 Ys books 1 and 2. It takes place 700 years before the events of Ys 1, Ancient Ys Vanished, and tells much of the backstory to Ys. The game has 3 playable characters, Yonika Tova, Hugo Fact, and the Claw. By completing the game with each of the characters, the player sees more dimensions to the story. Each player character has a distinctive story, combat style, and skill set. It's a really great concept. I really recommend playing it. Out of all of the games, my favorite are Ys Origin, definitely. Ys the Oath in Felghana, that's another must. I definitely recommend that. And also bringing it all the way back to Ys books 1 and 2, specifically the PSP version, Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles. Again, you can get these all on Steam, so they are available on PC to play. They're a great series. The stories are really well told. The characters are really in-depth. There's a lot of in-depth character development. And the music. The music is one of the best parts of these worlds that they created, because the music really fits the atmosphere of the game. It's a very adventurous game and the music is very adventurous. It gives you that feeling of setting out for a new epic adventure and just conquering the enemy and saving the world. So it's funny how every premise to all the games in this series always starts off basically the same. Adol just washes up on a new island and sets out for a new adventure. But the adventures to be told on these new islands in each one of these new games are really amazing. Ys is one of those series that's just not really talked about that much. I don't think many people know about the whole entire series. And if you really want to see someone with a great collection for the Ys games, is watch the Happy Console Gamer, Johnny Millennium. He has a few videos up of his Ys collection and man, I didn't even know they had that much. But it's great because you can really see his passion that he has for the game. Because I share the same passion. I might not have a collection of anything, but it's starting to come along. And I am getting that limited edition of the Ys Lacrimosa of Dana for the Nintendo Switch. That's a beautiful limited edition box set, and I'm really excited for that. So I am looking forward to popping these DVDs, and I know nobody actually watches DVDs anymore. Again, you can find it online if you want to watch the full series, because apparently I only have the first 2/3 of the collection. I gotta get that 3rd DVD set. I need that just to have the complete set here. You can look for the artwork books for all the video games. The artwork is so beautiful. The music is always phenomenal. Definitely check out all the soundtracks that they have. You can't go wrong with any of the music. It's always energetic and fast-paced. And the series dates all the way back to the good old Sega Master System days for Ys the Vanished Omens. This is where I first started this series. I still have my original box here, and the series has came a long way from Ys the Vanished Omens all the way to Ys Lacrimosa of Dana. So check out all the games if you get a chance. And that's going to be it for today's episode of my small Ys collection here, but it's something. It's a start. So thank you for joining us today for another episode of Wormy Playhouse, and please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you again for another episode. We'll see you then. Bye!